G'day ladies and gentlemen, this is Assorted Solo Plays, and I am your host, Vasdema. Today we're playing Northway Games Rebuild 3 Gangs of Deadsville. I guess you could call it a light 4X game with heavy emphasis on survival management set in the aftermath of a zombie apocalypse. Many of you may be familiar with Rebuild and Rebuild 2, which were browser-based games hosted on sites like Newgrounds and Armour Games. Rebuild 3 is a full game on a much larger scale, with a campaign connecting multiple cities, as well as a skirmish mode with a multitude of setup options. But that's a lot to digest, so how about you watch me play it, and then look below the description for more information. Now, let's get on with it. So, we're going to be starting a new campaign of Rebuild 3 Gangs of Deadsville. March 3rd, 2016, the beginning of the end. So begins my new life in Seattle, Washington. Now for a fun day waiting for the cable guy to come connect the internet. I've got a couple of TV channels, but all they're showing is news about that crazy biting disease in Amsterdam. Sounds like they finally got it contained. Guess I'll unpack, take a shower, and enjoy some me time. Okay. So, we're going to play a guy. Wow, that's pale. Yeah. Me in summer, me in winter, me in winter. Buddy, do we want to play the tall, lanky guy? Short, fat dude? Or the medium guy? Let's check out the medium guy's heads. Okay. Surfy, who's aged a bit too much. Okay, that actually looks... yeah. Okay. Okay. Weird. I know a guy who actually looks like that. That's a bit strange. Okay, I think we will go with this guy, maybe? Let's just check the lanky guys. Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I think I will take the Parker-looking thing. Yep. And legs. Oh, yeah, I like that. Let's just see what other options. No. No. Yep, we'll go with the black. Okay, now we get to choose our occupation, our job, before the apocalypse. Construction worker is a good option. It gives you a bonus to your building skill at the start and halves your material costs for building new sites. And your starting equipment is a saw. Gang member ups your defense, no happiness lost from death or injury of other survivors. Equipment, start with a shotgun, which is a +3 to defense item, which is pretty sweet. Politician, which is probably what I'm going to play, gives you a higher leadership at the start and starts you off with 1 extra survivor, and your equipment is that stupid ass top hat. Hopefully I can find a dog or something early on, or a cat. Yeah, cat. I think they give you a leadership bonus. Or a radio. Anything but that stupid top hat. Shop clerk. Bonus to scavenging. Plus 25% better trades. And you start with the crowbar, which gives you a bonus to scavenging. And might also give you a bonus to defense. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Doctor, bonus to engineering, -1 day to injury recovery and doctor's bag. Retiree, bonus to building, plus 10% happiness bonus. I don't know if that is just to you or to all the survivors. I assume it's just to you. Anyway, and you start with a hammer. Police officer, bonus to defense, +1 to all guns, and you start with a pistol on top of that. Which, yeah, that's not too bad an option, but it's only really going to help you on the first map, and the campaign is actually a series of city maps that you play through. Priest, bonus to leadership. Church, I assume that means one of the starting squares is a church, and you get more devout survivors, equipment, megaphone, which is a bonus to leadership as well. The problem is, in the first two rebuilds, religion became a problem at one point in the game. A wacky cult starts up, and if too many people are devout, they'll switch over to that religion or that cult. So just to be on the safe side, even though I've played a little bit of the campaign, I've reset it, obviously, as you can see, but I never got to the point where I encountered the cult in this game, but I imagine they're in it. So I think we'll avoid the priest. In fact, I think I'll just stick to my usual policy of tearing down every church I come across, just to be on the safe side. Hobo. Scavenging is his skill, and +5 housing space. Ooh, that's not bad. Of course, pretty much food is the biggest problem early on. So even with that extra +5 housing space, I couldn't recruit that many survivors because I wouldn't be able to feed them. Would all end up cannibals by the end of the first week. College student engineering skill, and schools and bars are 25% more effective. Starts with the calculator as equipment. That isn't too bad, especially at the higher difficulty levels where happiness is a real problem. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. And yeah, back to the construction workers. So we're going to pick the politician with the enhanced leadership skill, the one extra survivor, and the top hat. Let's just randomize the Moses Saint Germain. Okay, that's just going too far. Buddy Fisher doesn't look like a Buddy, doesn't look like a Pierre. Thomas Nielsen. I think we can go with Thomas Nielsen. Yeah, I think we can pull that off. Thomas Nielsen it is. March 4th, 2016. Containment failed. The internet guy never came. This morning I woke to what I thought were protesters outside, but I was wrong. So very, very, very wrong. They're fighting in the street down there, with their hands and teeth just tearing into people. I saw a cop shoot a woman in the chest. Covered in blood, she just got up and kept fighting. March 5th, 2016. Rise of the Undead. On the news, they're telling us to stay indoors. They keep opening emergency shelters, but every time something goes wrong and it turns into another bloodbath. This infection is spreading so fast, it's in Vancouver and San Francisco now too. They've shut down the airports, but it's too late. It's too late, it's too late, it's too late. March 6th, 2016. Venturing outside. I ran out of ramen and soda about the time the TV cut out. It was finally quiet outside, so I took what survival gear I had and made my way out to the street. The last shelter they'd broadcast was 10 blocks away at a boys' private school. I made it halfway before I was attacked. Bitten. I was so stupid. I don't know why I didn't have a weapon ready. I guess I thought I could outrun them. I mean, since they're zombies and all. But they're faster than they look. While I was struggling with one of them, a soldier ran up and pulled it off me. He shot it in the head. That stopped it, but it was too late. Too late. Too late. I was bitten. Sergeant Hester. Hero. The soldier pulled me into a building and we waited there while the zombies wandered around outside. Then he saw my bite. He drew his gun and said he was going to make it quick. I knew what the bite meant. I had a day, maybe two to live. But I didn't want to die. I fought with him and the gun went off. I killed him. I killed a good man. He was trying to help, and I killed him. May 31st, 2016. So long, Seattle. After Sergeant Hester's death, things got blurry. I slept beside his body, waiting for the fever to start, waiting to die, but it never came. I snuck my way out of town. I was worried there'd be some repercussion for killing a soldier, but everyone was too busy to care. I've been working my way east through the suburbs on foot, scavenging what I need and avoiding zombie and human alike. Diane Moon, January 1st, 2018. It's been 2 years since the outbreak. I've been keeping to myself, moving from place to place. The few people I take up with seem to disappear or die before long. But I met this woman, Diane. She's different. She wants to stop running, to settle down and build something that'll last. I'm going to help her. March 2nd, 2018. Snoqualmie. Diane found us a small town up in the Cascade Mountains named Snoqualmie. Lots of food and supplies, few Zed. We found a couple other survivors and walled off a few city blocks to start. No more living in fear, hiding like animals. It's time to make a stand. It's time to rebuild. So, City of Snoqualmie, which I'll leave as is, and we'll put it up to challenging. Okay, and these, because I'm playing on the campaign, I can't change. Well, I could change the random seed, but I can't change the rest of it, so let us get on with it. Okay, suburbs and apartment buildings each have room for 2 survivors. We're full up, so we will need to reclaim or build more houses. English, can I speak it? I'll start that sentence again. We're full up, so we will need to reclaim or build more houses before we can recruit anyone else. Now, if we mouse over my portrait over here, 6 of 6 survivors with average 0 happiness per day. So that means we've got 6 survivors, we've got a maximum of 6 survivors, so we're full up, as the tutorial banner said. And average 0 happiness per day means our happiness is going neither up nor down. So that's not too bad, which is why we got the little equals there. Okay, food. We have 50 of a maximum 50 food, but we are losing 4.5 per day. That's because we have 6 survivors, which need 1 food per person per day. And I presume we only have 1 farm. Yes, which my scavenger is on top of. We also have 20 materials, which we will need to build new structures or reclaim ones that we have cleared of zombies. And we can get more materials either via scavenging or these woods. We can send people to the woods to cut down some trees. Buildings outside the fort might contain food, supplies and survivors, but there are also zombies lurking out there, so watch out. Drag a survivor onto a building to send them on a mission. Okay, now we have some choices to make. Now, we have a farm up here, which is all well and good, so I think our first priority will be to take it with our soldiers. Another option we could do is we have this office building here. We could just start converting it straight away to a farm, which is another possibility. Or we could do both, because let me show you our roster of survivors. Every survivor learns 1 skill, leaders by leading, builders by building, and so on. They can change by training at a school. You're special, Thomas. You can improve all 5 skills, and that means without having to switch at a school, which is good. Obviously, since I'm a leader, I start with a high leadership ability, and I have 1 in soldier, but that is because of this trait down here, immune. I won't die from a zombie bite, and I also get +1 defense. And my politician trait, as you know, gives me the bonus to leadership and grants me 1 extra survivor. So, Thomas Nielsen, with his stupid top hat. Diane Moon starts with 4 to defense. Oh, and as you can see, you have your happiness indicator up here. So Diane's at 50. I was at 50 as well. Yes, 50. Now, when you click on people, later on, you'll come up with reasons why they may be happy or unhappy. And you may have the opportunity to talk to your survivors, but you have to research survivor management at a lab first. So we'll get to that later. Diane, as I said, 4 to defense. Meldoches das Ebelhas. Okay. What the buggering hell sort of name is that? I have no idea. Fair enough. Well, he's 50% happiness as well. He's a soldier, +1 to defense. Natalie Green is a builder. So Natalie will be doing my building. Terrence, as I mentioned before, is a scavenger. Oh no. The dreaded Bible symbol. He's devout. Extra happiness from churches, which, as I mentioned, I'm going to demolish on site, and none from bars. Terrence, you are going to be perpetually depressed in my town, as we all get drunk, and you can pray in the corner somewhere. And Velcro Fathoms. Again, 50% happiness, and he's a soldier, so level 1. Now, what else? Whoa, I didn't even touch anything. And they're coming up with tutorial hints. A tutorial... I'll start again. A tutorial which I could have swore I turned off. I was going to be your tutorial. Apparently the game thinks I am not enough of a tutorial. Okay, I was getting to it. Oh my god. As I was going to say, this game can either be played pausable real time, and you have a bunch of time settings here. And as the tip is saying, adjust the game speed via the clock icon at the bottom right. If you switch it to paused, you can play in turn-based mode instead, like the first 2 games, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Now, what are we actually going to do with our day? Well, first off, we're going to find our builder. Yep, there she is. And another tutorial banner. Reclaimed buildings. Once we've reclaimed a building into our fort... Sorry, I'll stop reading it in that condescending tone. Once we've reclaimed a building into our fort, we can use it for housing, farming, defense, or other things depending on the building type. Our goal is to reclaim 15 buildings. Actually, our goal is to reclaim 10 buildings. Sucked in, tutorial. You're wrong. I told you should have left the job to me. Okay, now I'll just temporarily move this guy here. I was getting to that as well. Oh my god, this tutorial... No, go away. Don't want to hear it. I'll get to that in a sec. Right now, actually. Now, I'll just put her there for a sec. You can either stack up missions one of 2 ways. You can either click on the location you want the mission to occur, for instance this office, and then we could click start mission, go to build, and then say farm. And then once you do that, you come up with your full roster and you can select who you want to do the work. Or you can far more simply select Natalie, drag her over, drop her, and it comes up with a radial menu of all the options. And I click on build and I click on farm. Done. Nice, easy. Now, because I'm going to start losing food, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scavenger and I'm going to have him farm, and then I'm going to take everybody else. Killing zombies. Clearing out stray zombies stops them from becoming massed hordes, but until you reclaim the building, new zombies will just keep shambling back into it. Okay, so because I go up in all skills equally, I will join in on the hunt, and so will everybody else. And if we look down here, time will be, we can do it in a single day. There's only 4 Zs. I did put the difficulty up to challenging, didn't I? I'm fairly sure I did. The reason I'm questioning it is I made an abortive attempt of playing through this at impossible for your viewing pleasure and hilarity. Yeah, it was a disaster. I think I lost 2 people and only managed to reclaim 1 single square, 1 building of the city. And yeah, I might end up posting that in the Barrel of Sundry stuff, and you can just laugh your asses off. My God, I have never had a worse playthrough. Everything went wrong. Okay, but in this case, nothing's going to go wrong because that is really, really easy. So what I might do then... No, I really want them to get the experience, so I'll send them all. Okay, she can do that, he can do that. Okay, so zombies are dead. What I might do is... Oh, thank you, Diane. Click a survivor's name to see their skills and other information. I've already taken my viewers through that, but thank you, Diane. Thank you very much. Oh, dragging a survivor. I've shown them that too. Sorry. Too slow. Now, I will take me, since I can do everything, because, you know, I'm just brilliant. Yeah. My humility is just shining through. Okay. I'll shut up and get on with the game. Reclaiming buildings. If a building is beside our fort and zombie free, it's safe to reclaim and extend our fort walls around it. Builders will get the job done faster. So what I might do is I will have me do that. And oh yeah, I was just about to say recruiting survivors. That symbol, that means there's a survivor present. We should recruit them assuming we have enough houses and food for them, and we have neither. So go, be gone. What I really want to know is zombies. 6. Okay, what we might do then is we will want to loot this area, so to make it safer for scavenging for food. You'll have the best chance of finding food in houses or grocery stores. Places like malls may have valuable equipment. Scavengers find more stuff faster. Okay, thank you. Now, these suburbs have 9 zombies, so what I might do is I might send Diane here and see if she can deal with this problem on her own. 2 days and no danger. So, yep, that's what I'll do. I'll send Diane to clear out these suburbs, and then once that's done and it's safe, I'll send my scavenger in there to loot everything. And I imagine this will take Thomas forever since he has, only 5 days. That's not too bad. Okay, so I'll get him started on that anyway. And then I've got 2 options. I can start clearing other places, or I can actually, even though they have no skill at it, they can still get the time down. So what I might do is I might pop them in there and see 3.2 days versus 4 days. Okay, so it doesn't really matter since I'm playing turn-based anyway. So in that case, what I will do is I will start... I'll check with Thomas. Did I get it all the way to 4? Oh, it's still at 5. Pointless. Okay, I like that anyway, because it means if I get a zombie horde, I will have some guys free, because she's locked up for 2 days as well. What I might do, radio station. Yes, thank you. They've already seen that. Okay, I might clear the warehouse. See, the problem is, again, I need more farms, so maybe I should use these guys as scouts. That's what I'll do. I'll send a guy up there to scout. Actually, I'll explain scouting in a sec. We don't know we won't know what's in a building until we send someone to scout it. Scouting also reveals how many zombies are milling around there and makes later missions safer. So basically, the fog of war in this game is all those question marks. And, well, the fog as well. In fact, the reason you can see the question marks might be because I've got all those on. And I'll put all those back on. Which means I doubt he can handle a place on his own. Okay, that's a field, which would be nice to turn into... I might just scout that as well. I might leave that park. Okay, right. Damn, was there something else I was going to mention? All those tutorial messages are making me forget stuff. No, okay, we're good. Next day. So, we've scouted up here. There's food. We've scouted that field. We've just got how many zombies? Just a single zombie up there. How many zombies? 2 zombies up there. So those level 1 guys should be able to handle that. No problems. So might as well do that right now. Oh, that's right. It's because it's too far away. Okay. How about you take on that park then? Actually, no, take on the warehouse. Whoa, let's not take on the warehouse. Take on the park, take on the park, take on the park. Whoa, 3 days? Oh, 7Z, and there is danger. Okay. 0 danger, and 1.5 days. Very good. Next day, here we go, zombie horde, but Diane's finished with the suburbs, so we shouldn't have any problems here. A mass zombie horde. When Zed gather beside our walls, they turn into a dangerous massed horde. It will attack soon, so better post someone on guard duty beside it. Soldiers make the best defenders. So first we will take him, and we will scavenge these suburbs, and then we'll take her, and we'll put her on defense. And that's all good. Next day. And they haven't attacked yet. Oh, we found a nail board. So what we'll do is we'll go to Diane. We can go up to the equip menu and nail board, which will give +2 to her defense level. So that will make it even easier for her to slaughter these zombies. Now, he's going to take forever scavenging that. 9 of 10 days. Oh my god. Okay. Fair enough. 2 of 5 days left. 1 day left. Excellent. Excellent indeed. So, well, might as well start clearing these places of zombies. It'll keep the hordes from massing after all. 2% danger, that's not too bad. Okay, nail board, zombie's dead. Okay, zombie attack, no sweat. Did you know zombies can't swim? On a related note, we've got a swimming pool we need to empty now. Fair enough. I don't know why there would be a swimming pool in our farm, but fair enough. Okay, I think we'll leave it there for this episode. Whilst likes are always nice, I'd appreciate some comments on this one, please. So tell me what you think of this game, and tell me if you'd like me to continue it long term, at least until the end of the campaign. As always, I'm your host, Vasdema. Have a good one.